What is up, Sin? YouTube here, your tips and tricks guy for everything Fortnite mobile. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a complete guide on dropping mythical drop spots in cash cups, tournaments, arena, any competitive, scrim you may be playing in. Here's a guide for that. Also, a couple things I want to say before we get into the video. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been putting on the channel lately, the subs, the comments, the likes. I appreciate all of that. I read every comment and everything. One more thing I want to say before we get into the vid is I'm copying an iPad Pro 2020 within the next couple of weeks, so that should increase the quality of the videos, the quality of my gameplay, and I should be able to start streaming as well on the channel. So yeah, anyways, let's get into this guide on dropping mythical spots, with the first tip being designated loot path. Now, when you're dropping at your spot, at the mythical drop spot that you want, you gotta have a designated loot path. You have to know all the floor spawns, chest spawns, ammo boxes, henchmen, disguise booths. You gotta know where everything's at in the spot that you're dropping. You maybe want to have 2 designated loot paths, or maybe even 3, because you never know how many people is going to be dropping at the spot. You never know who's going to be dropping on the same spot as you. So that all comes with practice and dropping at your drop spot, experience with your drop spot. So yeah, make sure you have a designated loot path down. And on to the second tip. The second tip is comfortability and confidence. Now, that means you're comfortable with dropping there, you're confident in making it out with all the stuff. If you drop somewhere and you're not comfortable with it, you feel out of place, or you're not confident in fighting anyone or pushing anyone or getting kills or doing what you have to do to make it out with the mythical items, then it's probably not going to go too well for you. You got to be comfortable and you got to be confident, because sometimes you're going to have to push kids and you're going to have to fight kids, and you're going to have to really put yourself out there if you're going to want to be leaving with those mythical items or the mythical item that you drop there for. On to the third tip. Lots and lots of practice. You're going to want to practice dropping your drop spot, playing arena, playing scrims, playing cash cups. You got to get good. If you really want to main that as your drop spot, and you know how beneficial the items are, then you have to be one of the best people that are dropping there, and you always have to know where everything's at, and you always have to put in that practice so you could be coming out with those mythical items or the mythical item almost every time you drop. Now, fourth tip, a little bit like the designated loot path, but knowledge of the area. You gotta know everything. Secret chest spawns that people don't loot, slurp barrels if they're in the area, ammo boxes, like I said, you gotta know all of that. That's gonna give you an advantage over anyone that doesn't know their surroundings. If you know the surroundings better, then you always have an advantage in the situation. Now, the fifth tip. The fifth tip is going to be deciding your most, or your favorite, well, I'm going to say deciding your most beneficial drop spot in the gun that you're the best with. So if you're the best with the drum gun, and you know how to play with the drum gun, and that's the gun that's your favorite, and it really benefits your gameplay, complements your gameplay, then you're going to want to learn to drop agency. If you're the greatest with the Sky Scar, and you're really good with the grappler late game, then that's going to be where you're going to want to drop. Same with the, meow 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 boom bow. I don't really see why anyone would want that. But yeah, you got to know what gun is most beneficial to your gameplay. You got to try them all out, see what you do the greatest with, and when you get that, that's the gun you're going to want to use, and the drop spot that you're going to want to be learning how to drop at. Sixth tip is knowing the different spawns of the boss. Now, we all know Sky, Brutus, Midas, Meowscles, or Meowscles does pretty much spawn in the same spot, but you get what I'm trying to say. They don't always spawn in the exact same spot, and many people In cash cups and in scrims especially, from my experience, when you're going to a mythical drop, most of the kids' plan is to just kill the person, get the mythical items, and dip. No one really cares about looting the vault. They just need those mythical items and then leave. At least from my experience. So you're gonna want to know where that boss is spawning. You're gonna want to get a, sort of a clue on where they are, just so you can know if someone is trying to kill the person and dip off with your loot. You're gonna want to, get over there, body them, make sure no one's leaving with the loot, and if you do hear someone leaving, get on them immediately. Now, the 7th tip is being good with utilizing the items during end games. Like I said, you don't want to just be drum gunning or minigun spamming any kid's box for no exact reasons. You got to know when to use the items, when they're the most useful, and that's going to lead me right on to tip number 8, which is don't over prioritize the mythical item. Let it complement your shotgun or your sniper or whatever it may be complementing. Just let it complement it. Don't, and I'm saying this from experience. There's been so many times where I've just had a purple, gold, maybe even a blue or green pump, and I'm just only spamming drum gun or I'm only spamming minigun, and I'm not really using it to complement my item. You can easily get one tapped or hit with a hard pump if you're just sitting there spraying. You gotta know, use your shotgun after you get some spicy damage off. You gotta hit them with the young drum gun spam, the young minigun spam, and put them to shambles. Leave them shaking in their boots. As soon as those bullets start hitting their walls, they're gonna be in shambles, just completely, totally, and utterly scared. So yeah. Don't over prioritize those items, boys. Go out there, follow all these tips, get your dubs, and that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, I really appreciate all of the support you guys have been putting towards the channel lately, and I'm going to continue pumping out these uploads and giving you guys more tips and tricks to make sure your gameplay is A1, pristine, the greatest it will ever be. Anyways, boys, appreciate you guys for watching the video. If you made it this far, big kiss for you. I hope that wasn't ear rape, but I love you. I really appreciate it. I really, really, really appreciate it. Anyways, boys, thank you guys for watching, and peace.